Given you're starting camp for your next fight, your thoughts so far?
No, I'm excited for this camp. We came off a very good victory against Rahad Murray. So that was a tough fight, so into another tough one. So the mood is good, the mind is good, the team morale is good, and I'm just looking forward to this training camp.
I know you like to fight like 3 times a year. This will only be your second one this year. You must be edging to go.
Now I'm rearing to go. No, I only had the opportunity to fight in May and obviously now in November. But having said that, sometimes you got to wait for the opportunities. So this is just another opportunity that we've waited upon. And I'm just excited to fight. I'm at my happiest and at my best when I'm working hard in the gym and applying my trade in the ring.
How long will this camp be? And what will your camp consist of going forward?
I would say, since my last fight, I've been pretty consistent in terms of training, trying to stay in shape. But this training camp will be a hard 11 weeks of preparation. We're in week 1 now, which is 11 weeks of training until the fight. Peter's formulated a terrific schedule for us, and I can already feel it's going to be good for me. I'm the type of person who's driven by numbers, driven by stats, and driven by game plan. And Peter's putting all of that together, so I'm just looking forward to it. The training camp is going to consist of the usual: working hard, focusing on skill, listening to Peter, my head trainer, doing my conditioning, and obviously sparring. Sparring is a crucial and integral part of training camp, and that's something that we're looking at. We've got obviously a few international options that we need to look to bring in, and hopefully if they're not too expensive, we can bring them in.
What do you know about your opponent?
Obviously, it's no secret. He's a big puncher, 27 wins, 26 wins by stoppage. It's always questionable about who he stopped, but having said that, you still got to respect the record. The record states 26 wins by KO in 27 victories, which is a lot. Having only lost to 2 big names like Derek Chisora and Carlos Takam, those are very big heavyweights on the heavyweight scene. So it's opponents I need to respect, and an opportunity for me to become the WBC Bridgerweight champion, and then once we become that champion, the future's bright, just another step in the right direction. I always say I take each fight as it comes, and each fight is another goal, another objective. So this is just another goal and another objective for me to become what I want to be in the boxing world.
He's a southpaw. What's your thoughts on southpaw versus orthodox?
It doesn't really bother me, southpaw, orthodox. Peter formulates a good plan. Obviously, things change in terms of movements in the ring and execution of game plan. But for a large part of my career, I've had a lot of southpaw sparring with Thabiso Mchunu. So southpaws don't really faze me. I'm a southpaw myself. Just the dynamics do change. But that's obviously where Peter comes in. He'll need to work on the game plan and tell me what I need to do. So I think, but it's nothing that's different. Orthodox, southpaw, it's a fight at the end of the day, and you're going to have a game plan. It's my job to stick to that plan.
When you look at the pedigree of yourself and him, there's a big difference. Could you become complacent when you consider that he's so lowly ranked compared to you?
Yeah, there's no time for complacency, to be totally honest. Pedigree based on who I fought and what I've held and where I am in the world of boxing in terms of rankings, yes, most certainly. On paper and pedigree, I'm a lot higher than him. I've fought better names than him. I've won bigger belts than him and been ranked higher than him. But having said that, his record is better than mine in terms of KO victories, in terms of how many wins he's had versus losses. So on paper, pedigree-wise, I'm better, but records are pretty similar. So I think, there's no time for complacency here. That's why I'm working really hard this camp. But like I said, this camp is just objective. This is not the checkpoint. This is the objective for me to go on and achieve bigger things. And it's my duty to take care of this guy and to take care of him in a good way.
He's not known for going the distance. Will that make up part of your strategy, take him into the long rounds?
Whichever way possible, Sean. I'm honestly going in there to do a number on this guy. My last fight, I stepped on Rahad Murray, but I believe I could have put more on him. I got rid of him. He was a good fighter, and we won pretty much every round. But I want to make a statement. I'm going in there not to be careless or to make unnecessary mistakes, but I'm going in there to put this guy out of there. I want to show that he doesn't deserve to be in there with me, and I am, and I will be the WBC Bridgerweight World Champion.